Okay, so let's get into this. We've been handed a source document that is, well, it's literally just a product listing for an electronic part.
Yeah, the Aurora Multimedia PS0079-1-US, a power supply.
A very humble 12-volt DC, 15.5-watt power supply, to be exact. And our mission today is to look at this single piece of hardware, you know, a component that costs us about 40 bucks,
Mhm.
and use it to understand the whole high-stakes world of professional AV procurement.
Right, and if you think this is a deep dive about wattage, you'd be wrong. This listing is like a complete primer on specialized compliance and commitment.
So where do we even start?
Well, the most critical detail is the first thing you see. This component, part number PS000791US, priced at $40. It's
It's
discontinued.
right there at the top.
Yeah, right up front. They tell you to check the similar tab or call this 833 Wolfpack number to find something else.
So it's a dead end that immediately reveals, well, everything about the supply chain demands in this industry, doesn't it?
It really does. You can't buy this one, but you can learn why it existed. And that learning starts with cost control.
When you're managing these multi-thousand-dollar commercial installations, even small costs can become huge very quickly.
Exactly. And the listing immediately emphasizes that this product is advertised as tariff-free.
Which, for any procurement manager listening, that's a huge signal. That translates to a more budget-friendly and cost-efficient solution.
Avoiding those tariffs changes everything about global AV logistics and how you plan a supply chain.
But, cost often takes a backseat to regulation, especially when you're talking about government money or big institutional projects.
And tucked right in there is that critical little flag, TAA compliant.
The Trade Agreements Act. I mean, for you, the person dealing with these pro installations, TAA isn't just a nice to have, it's the ultimate deal breaker.
It is. TAA means the product has to be sourced from an approved country, one the U.S. has a trade agreement with, if you're bidding on a federal project.
Or just supplying HDTVSupply products to a government office.
Right. TAA compliance is mandatory. If this tiny power supply didn't meet that standard, it could disqualify an entire bid. The regulation is just as important as the tech spec.
Which brings us to the real question here. Why does a $40 power supply need this much regulatory attention?
Because if this one small component fails, it can take down an entire, very expensive system.
Like a WACI series control setup or a complex AV over IP installation.
Precisely. The 12 volts and 15.5 watts, those aren't random numbers. They were engineered for high reliability infrastructure. I mean, look at the related products mentioned.
Yeah, modular matrix switchers, the DXP62 presentation scaler.
Even that sophisticated beamforming Dante mic and touch panel they showed at ISE 2025. This little power supply is the foundation for all that mission-critical AV.
And because failure just isn't an option in those settings, the support commitment for this thing it's honestly astonishing.
It really is. The purchase includes free USA shipping, a factory warranty, okay, that's standard, but then you see it.
Free lifetime telephone, chat, text, fax and email, tech support.
Fax. They still list fax. What's fascinating is the sheer breadth of communication methods they guarantee for life.
It's this juxtaposition, right? They've got modern channels like chat and text, but they also have fax.
It shows you they're catering to everyone, from new IT integrators to those legacy professionals who still rely on older, reliable communication for critical documents.
It tells you the company isn't just selling components, they're selling a perpetual ecosystem of support. I mean, why provide lifetime support for something that's already discontinued?
That commitment signals that these professional installations, they're built to run for a decade or more. The manufacturer accepts responsibility for every single part, no matter how small or old.
So if we connect all this back, this single discontinued product listing gives you a complete primer on high-end AV procurement.
Totally. It shows you have to manage supply chain efficiency through tariff status.
You have to navigate regulatory hurdles like TAA compliance.
And you have to expect these incredibly intense, decades-long service commitments.
So here's a thought for you to mull over. If a company offers free lifetime tech support, covering everything from chat to fax, for a product they don't even make anymore, what does that reveal? What does it say about the absolute non-negotiable standard for longevity and reliability required in the professional installation market?
That long-term promise is just factored into every single component they design from the start.